Welcome back. Here's a surprise for some who may not have caught me saying it, but yeah, we're going to review a Calder Cup game. Game 4, and I want to say first off, it is really nice not to have gambling thrown in my face at all during a game. Um, it is refreshing to have a game that, because I was watching online, the feed was the radio feed, so I could watch the game while the audio was from the radio feed, and just old fashioned radio ads. It felt like such a throwback. There's no digital ads. There's nothing screaming and yelling. It's just hockey. It just feels like there's all this other noise when you watch a hockey game in the NHL. No tails on pucks, just hockey. So Coachella Valley in Hershey tonight, and this series was 2-1 for Coachella Valley. Games 3, 4, and 5, all in Hershey. Game 5 will be on Saturday. Yes, I will be recapping that, as well as Game 6 in Coachella Valley on Monday, and by which I mean the game will be in Coachella Valley. I will not be at the game in Game 6. Need to specify. So it's Decord versus Shepherd. And I hadn't seen Shepherd before, but nice mask that's kind of a throwback to Andy Moog's Boston mask of the late 80s, early 90s. I know it's not the same, but it looks very similar. At any rate, home teams have won the first 3 games. So that was your first warning sign. But keep in mind that there was a 2-goal lead in the third period for Hershey, and Coachella Valley had tied it. Very dangerous team, and we saw that in this game as well. So good early back and forth. Podorowski has a shot that deflects out. Gabriel Carlson has a shot that's blocked. The Firebirds clear. Carlson, of course, formerly a first rounder, I believe, for Columbus, right? So there are some names in this game that it was kind of fun to write them on the board. McMichael has a shot that's held. Decord nearly gets caught out of the net. He came out of the net a lot. Bit of an adventure on a couple of occasions, but he's a goalie that tends to do that. LaPierre has a 3-on-2 chance. That was held. The shots are 2-1 for the Bears, 3 minutes in. Pressed by Hershey at 3.5 minutes. The hitting's ramping up. McElrath right away. Playing to his strengths, which is hitting. And he's also really good at hitting. He also enjoys hitting, and every now and then he enjoys punching. So we get a power play for Hershey. They had scored twice in Game 3, and they score early in this power play in Game 4. It's Vecchione scoring from Morelli and Snively at 4:27. He buries that one from the slot. So Vecchione right there. Nice one. Then the Firebirds look to answer. There's a near miss for Anas then as the Bears press. Firebirds rush chance that deflects out. The Bears are limiting chances for Coachella Valley at this point in the game and throwing a lot of hits. Good forechecking by the Bears. There's a near miss for Protas from the side of the net. The Firebirds are stuck on one shot with 9.5 minutes left. Hershey had 5 to that point in the game. Teams exchange turnovers. Things get pushy on a Firebirds offside. Sutter has a shot that's blockered aside by Decord. Coachella Valley was out of sync until it's a one-timer. It's one of those advantageous things, and it's Poganski from Wright and Rafferty at 12:41. So if you want to see whether or not Shane Wright's on the right track, that was a beautiful cross-ice pass by Shane Wright to set that up, and it was on a rush, and Poganski buries it. So suddenly it's a tie game, and that was only the second shot of the game for the Firebirds, so kind of deflated the crowd a little bit. It was a raucous crowd, though. Hershey, known for having a lot of fans and loud fans at that. 10,687 in attendance. So not too shabby. Bears look to answer. Pilon had a shot that's tipped wide. The Bears press with 5.5 minutes left, but they're kept to the outside. Johansson then has a shot that's caught and held. Lucas Johansson, great game for him tonight. Absolutely fantastic. Firebirds getting away with turnovers to this point, and they really got away with turnovers throughout the game. And I don't think they can keep doing that. I think eventually, if they have problems with turnovers, Hershey's going to make them pay. Things get pushy on a Firebirds offside. Sutter then has a shot blocked aside. And Coach, I'm up here. I got to keep down here. I'm totally out of sync myself. What do you know? All right, so True is denied and close by Shepherd. Things get punchy on a hold by Decord. That puts the Bears on the power play. The referees weren't messing around tonight. Any small play that they deemed to be against the rules, and guys were going to the box. Good thing this wasn't an NHL game, I tell you. So the power play gets set up. They cycle. It's cleared twice, but the Firebirds a little overzealous. It becomes 5-on-3 for 53 seconds, and the Firebirds aren't happy about it. They feel like it's kind of a ticky-tack penalty there. So there's an early clear. The Bears set up. There's a near miss for Protas. There's more cycling. Vecchione nearly buries one. Rafferty clears. Brogan Rafferty out there. There's a name I haven't called, I don't think, ever on this channel for a game. Anas then has a shot that deflects wide. That power play is killed off. Things get punchy at the horn, and the Bears take the penalty as a result. So they had 3 power plays in a row. And again, you've got to watch for an even up. And just at the horn, just go to the room. So this means the Firebirds have a power play to start the second period. They set up, they cycle. Lind has a net feed that's picked off and cleared. That's Cole Lind, absolutely. True then has a net drive that's defended. Schultz had a shot that was blocked and cleared. That power play's killed off. 2 shots on the power play. The Firebirds would press after, but at 3:03, Vecchione gets the second of the game to put the Hershey Bears ahead again. Day and Borgstrom with the assist. That's Henrik Borgstrom. And it was a one-timer on a great pass by Logan Day. Vecchione only had 2 power play goals before this game. He doubles his 2 playoff goals coming into tonight. He doubles that total tonight. Firebirds then go back to the power play. There's an early clear by the Bears. Firebirds can't get set up. When they do set up, they cycle. McMichael then clears it. There was a shorthanded rush chance for Sutter. That was saved. Riley Sutter, really good penalty killer for Hershey. That power play's killed off. 1 shot on net. Olofsson then has a shot that's blocked. Protas fires one wide on a rush. The Firebirds get another power play. So this is where things get a little bit tense. You got 3 power plays in a row for Coachella Valley. Johansson prevents a goal and clears it again. Lucas Johansson, ice packs galore, I would think, for him tonight. He earned it. Firebird cycle. True has a shot that's blocked. Malestein then has a stick break, so it's 5 on 3.5. Rafferty, though, has a shot that's held. So Shepard gets them that whistle so that they can get a player with a stick and guys that aren't busted up from shot blocking. Podorowski has a shot that's saved. The Bears clear it to kill their 3rd in a row. Things then get punchy on an offside. McMichael has a rush chance, that's held. The Firebirds press with 9 minutes left. There's a near miss for John Hayden. Anas has a shot that deflects out as the Bears press. True has a beast mode opportunity, but that was defended, so he can't get to the net. Fans boo and icing because they felt that an offside had been missed prior to that. There were no ref you suck chants in this game tonight, so that seemed revolutionary to me. Seriously, it felt like, oh, this is old-fashioned hockey. It felt so old-fashioned and nice. So Protas fires one wide from the slot. The next chance he had gets saved. Day then has a shot that hits the side of the net. The Firebirds clear. And then Frank. He wires one from the high slot. Vecchione with the assist at 14-24. So that's 3 points for him. Goals in back-to-back games for Frank. I think they said it was over 20 games since his last goal prior to that in the last game. Olofsson then has a shot that's saved as the Firebirds are looking to answer. That's Gustav Olofsson. Petman then has a slot shot that was blocked. The Bears clear. Cartier and Iorio unfriendly. Both of these guys considered to be pretty good prospects in their respective organizations, and maybe they'll be unfriendly in the NHL as well. Maybe that was the conversation. I'll see you in the NHL. No, you won't. You're not going to be there. Maybe one said that to the other. So Frank has a net drive chance that's held. Day has a screenshot kicked aside, but the Bears, with their pressure, they draw a power play with exactly 2 minutes left. There's a shorthanded rush by True, who's dangerous shorthanded. He fires wide on that, though. Then there was a near miss for Vecchione and close as he's looking for the hat trick goal, and he's looking to put them ahead by 3. Things then get pushed on a hold by Decord, and the Firebirds kill it off. So we go to the 3rd period with the score 3-1 in favor of the Hershey Bears. And Hershey 7-0 when they lead after 2 periods in the playoffs coming into this game. However, they had that 2-goal lead in the last game, and then Coachella Valley came back and tied it in forced overtime. So there was some concern, of course, that maybe that could happen again here. Early power play for the Bears in that 3rd period. They had the delayed call for like over 30 seconds where they were ragging the puck. They cycle early, but the Firebirds block. Morelli has a net drive. That's saved. The rebound's cleared. That's killed off. The Bears were 1 for 5 at that point. Evans then has a rush chance that deflects high. That's Riker Evans. Rafferty has a shot that's blocked. The Bears clear. Big hit by McElrath draws cheers. I think the fans in Hershey like Dylan McElrath. McCormick fires one high as the Firebirds press. And then Froden, as he's kind of fallen down, almost a Bobby Orr-style goal. He scores from McCormick and Evans at 7:01. And it's just blown defensive coverage by the Bears. And again, Coachella Valley, not a lot of really great opportunities for them, but they're very good at being advantageous and taking those very few chances they get and exploiting them. So the Firebirds press to tie it. The Bears then out of 3-on-2, that misfires. The Firebirds press at 9 minutes. Bears get a power play with 10:08 left. Borgstrom has a shot that's saved and cleared. The Bears set up. McMichael fires one wide. An ass was then denied. The Firebirds clear. That's killed off. Hayden then has a shot that's saved as the Firebirds pick up some momentum. Olofsson drills Iorio, who was on a rush, but he didn't have his head up, and that's kind of what happens. Iorio was fine, though. He gets up and skates off. But yeah, that was a brutal hit by Olofsson. Clean hit. 5:46 left. The Firebirds get a power play looking to tie the game. That leads to a shorthanded rush by Mallenstein. He couldn't bury it. If he had, I think the roof would have come off that place. They wouldn't have needed a new building. Sutter clears it next. True then fires one high at a net drive. That power play's killed off. The Bears clear. Then the Bears block when the Firebirds do press late. DeCord couldn't get out until there was 1:15 left. They were trying to get him out with about 2 minutes left, but Hershey wasn't letting them set up, and they kept clearing it, and they kept getting zone time as well. Protus blocks, clears it out. Johansson may have saved another. There's a cross-ice pass that he just dives for and gets his stick on. I think that was going to Shane Wright, too, and Wright probably would have buried it. So, yeah, Johansson may have been the first star in this. If I was picking stars, well, we'll get to that. There's a timeout called by the Firebirds with 31 seconds left, and then Morelli clears. They set up again, and Shepard with a buzzer beater save to prevent this game from being tied, and the crowd can go home happy and very excited. If I was picking 3 stars in this, I think Vecchione with the 2 goals and an assist would be my first star. I would give Johansson second star, even though he's not on the board with a point. And third star, Shepard. Why not? For the Moog mask alone. Sure. DeCord, 25 saves on 28 shots tonight. I thought he was good. Shepard, I thought was solid as well. 19 saves on 21 shots. The Firebirds go 0 for 4 on the power play. The Bears go 1 for 6. So 10 power plays in total. And it was interesting, too, because it was 3 for one, 3 for the other, and then they kind of exchanged power plays from there. But we'll see whether or not we have 5 in a row won at home. If so, if Hershey can win Game 5, then they'd be going to Coachella Valley, and all of the pressure would be on the Firebirds. So again, it is Seattle's farm team, it is the Capitals' farm team, and tonight the Capitals farm team with the win. So let me know your thoughts in the comment section below. As always, don't forget to hit like and subscribe if you're browsing your way through. You just happened upon this video. Thank you guys so much for watching, for all your support. I will talk to you again soon.